Welcome back to Get Roaring with Rory. Fancy meeting you here. Going back into the long dark. Last time, we tried to survive a day, which I thought we did. And, well, we woke up freezing. Which happens when you go camping in September in Canada. Or, when you wake up holding an ice cap. That's, another possibility. Um, again, the hope is we don't die. Which is definitely a possibility within the first few minutes of this thing. So let's see if we can not do that. I still have some wood left. I should find somewhere that's sort of protected from the wind. Hopefully that helps. Pick up our bedroll here.
So cold.
Yep. Very, very cold. I made a mistake last time. I did not look for protection from the wind when I was chopping up stuff. It's too windy to light. Guy over here. Nope, that's gold too. Oh, we had protection there for a second. There we go. We got around us. Not much. Well, we're protected from the wind here, so let's start a fire here. Probably what it... Oh. Wait. Hey, can I not place a fire? Insufficient. I need tinder. Let's try and construct some tinder. Be also a very big problem. Sticks, sprints, stack of papers, anything. Well, this might be a short video. Anything. Got a metal chair. That's not helpful. Planks. That gives us reclaimed wood. That also doesn't help us in tinder. I cannot see very well at all, so... Outside is not only cold, but it's jagged boards and all sorts of things going on out here.
I'm so thirsty I can't think straight.
Oh, let's take care of that because we can. That'll at least give me some hope of survival here. Oh. An indoor place. It's oh, thank goodness. Oh, that was close. That was closer than I would have liked, that's for sure. See what we got in here. So this is the place I was before. But there's probably beds in here. Let's do that. Let's get some water in us. Have some sardines because that's what everybody wants late at night. Good old sardines. Tentative about some of this food, being on the difficulty that it is. Well, just gonna have to go for the peanut butter and hope for the best. Let's see if we can get some sleep. Pass by this nighttime and get back out there during the day. I'm not sure. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Well then. Oh, that was pretty terrible for a first try. So, let's that again. Cause why not really? I mean, I already died horribly. Let's see what we can. Let's go back into the Winter's Embrace, which we've already given a really big hug. And see if we can, you know, not die this time. Go back into the long dark, folks. Well, a hunting blind straight off the top, that's really good. I will take that. I mean, it is snowing a little, but hunter's blind, sorry, let me. These usually have stuff, kind of hoping for a gun. And a hatchet. Man can hope. A knife will work, I'll take that. They couldn't have left the MRE for me, I don't know. Oh, there is one, good, good, good.
This'll come in handy.
Oh, okay. One thing I had in the last game that I might have been able to use, but I needed warmth, and this, it actually saddens me that I died with an expedition parka. I mean, that's really tragic. That would have been really good. But as I've heard, this mode, it's just cold. It's just really, really cold. And it's tough to do without good clothes, that's for sure. I might be a little lazy with my fire making too, because I've been really used to playing it further along. So supplies are abundant, the ability to get them is abundant. The cold isn't as bad, and my guy is better clothed at that stage. So there may be a lot of dying. I'm just warning you ahead of time. First I have to kind of figure out where I am, which map I'm on. I don't know yet. Again, if it's one I've seen, or I've either seen in the story, or... Water is a good thing. It's hard to get warm in this, I tell you. The wind doesn't help slowing you down while you're walking. I really need a cabin or something that has a stove. Okay, I think I know where I am. I think that's Mystery Lake. Which is good. It has cabins. The only problem is the only one with a fireplace in it, I believe, is the camp office. There's fishing huts and all sorts of stuff over here. I don't know if there'll be wolves this early. Normally there's quite a few wolves around this lake. Spent some time here. This is where, in one of my previous adventures, I had my main base set up. It was set up in the hunter's cabin, sort of the other side of the map. First stop is going to be the camp office. It's up there. One of the features they did introduce, if you enable it in accessibility, is auto walk, and like, thank goodness, because you know, if you're spending a lot of time just traversing maps, after a while, your finger just sort of goes, "Why are you doing this to me?" Pretty handy feature that they added recently, along with spray paint and all sorts of things.
My fingers feel numb.
My fingers feel numb just thinking about it, sir. and also before auto walk. I'm hoping for some clothes up here. Did grab some sticks. I can make some tinder this time, so hopefully I don't, kill myself like I did in the previous episode. Nice to have a building like this to start out with. There's usually a lot of supplies, a good bed, a stove, storage units. It's nice. Although, I mean, it depends on where you are in the game. Later on, I was able to even do well in a fishing hut. Because I was so warm and I had the bedroll and I could fish out of there and everything. See, it's even slightly cold in here. Like it's not even 100% warm in the building.
I think I can use this.
Wood. I'm already at like hypothermia risk. Find some books or something.
Never felt so cold in my life.
Might be some upstairs. So, when I found that dead guy and said this is my future, I was kind of right.
This stuff will come in handy.
Pot is good. Charcoal. Crates. Left behind, book, perfect. I need to warm up.
Could end up being useful.
I need to warm up. Start a fire. I don't have much on me. But it'll have to do. Because I am cold.
Come on.
There's some cloth around here. Maybe I can fashion myself some improvised clothing. Keep a little warm. What I'm wearing. I haven't even checked yet. Let's get a couple of these crates. 15 minutes, break it down. Yeah, a little more time. Basically, I just need to get fire at this point. I've left on my fire. It's still cold when I'm not near the fire. That's crazy. 2 hours. 2 hours exactly. How long it would take to break down that chair. See what else we can find around here.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
Great. I might still have embers if I break it down, but that chair. But I can't see very well. Good. Basically my life right now, trying to, not die. Hatchet. do in terms of clothing? What are we wearing? Off of there. Some cloth. Pork and beans is good. Warm myself up with that when necessary. Some tea as well. Wood, take that. More reclaim wood. Awesome. Accelerant. Antiseptic, also good. Anti-wolf agent. Oh, a lantern. Beauty. I don't know about you. Some people can search around without without light. I am not one of them. I cannot do that. It's wheel. There's a hatchet. I did have a hatchet in the other life, but that was short-lived, unfortunately. So we can add to this fire. Add the wood. How time do we have on the phone? Water. Pot. Let's get those pork and beans into us. And take a bit of a snooze here. Let's take it. Okay. Time to get some sleep. Try and rest through the night. Which fire do we have? An hour. Well, let's sleep for an hour, and then see what it looks like in here. Because last time I just tried to do a full night's rest, and I woke up freezing. Now I'm inside, which is nice, but things are gonna get crazy. Fire goes out. Right now the bed feels like 31 degrees, so let's sleep for another hour and see what it's like when I wake up. It's freezing in here. I got problems. Can't see. It's cold. It is cold. What is it like in the bed? Feels like -3. Not optimal. Okay, I have time. Ketchup chips. There's a bit. Sorry about that. Decided to invade your house, buddy. What else do we got in here? I'm at least losing a little bit of heat. I'm not losing a lot at this point. Probably need light to break things down. Middle of the night. I don't want to go outside. I'm going to lose a lot of heat quickly. Hot, that's it. Okay, what do we got in here? Piece of coal or something would be the best right now.
What have we here?
Okay, painkillers. There's a wheel take. Match it right. Okay. Hatchet. Also a hatchet. A chair. Takes 45 minutes. Okay. Let's do this. I am going to put some fuel in my lantern because I believe I need that. That did not help. Probably gonna run out of light, but let's do this. This is going to be tough, I tell you. Where are you? Charcoal. Now, time to hope for the best again. Honestly, I'm not worried about my kills at this point, or field dressing them. I am worried about the not dying. That's what I'm worried about. I am okay with this. Here's hoping. A long start to that fire. I'm gonna make some tea, hopefully sleep for a little bit more. Make ourselves some tea. Well, hungry in the meantime. Definitely gonna eat the ketchup chips because ketchup chips are amazing. And if you haven't had a hold of those in your life, I would advise you pursue that mightily. Tea situation is. That'll give me some liquid again and warm me back up, so we'll have warming on. We have an hour and 28 minutes on this fire. Try and sleep another hour. Actually. It's easier in the light, I tell you. Nine minutes. Let's do that. Break. Hour and 9. Advise head wrap. 30 minutes. Probably should have turned my lantern off. Kind of wasting fuel there. So at least that gives me a little more heat. Gives me plus 1 degree. Let's see what the bed looks like now. 6 degrees sleeping. Alright, for an hour, see what happens. I mean, That's not bad. I'll take that for a start to the day. Let's crack a soda. Or a pop, as they're called up here. Get it right. What time of day is it? We're still before the light. Rest. I might try and sleep for another couple hours, depending on how bed temperature. Probably 2 hours. Not going to be as aggressive as I was last time. At least the bed provides a little warmth as opposed to just sort of being outside. That's good. Where are we at? Still some time to the daylight. Let's sneak it in there again. -5 now though. I'm probably going to wake up with a little cold going on. So good, you woke up fully rested. Alright. So start of the day. Start doing stuff now. I need to find a hatchet, so I think it's time we go look around, assuming it's not snowing, although I heard some rattling. Like out here. Not optimal, I'll tell you that. I mean, I can try and wait it out in the cabin, but I need one of these branches, and I think I need a hatchet or a hacksaw. Yeah. So here we go. Time to try and do stuff. That temperature is sinking fast, my goodness. Ambient temperature outside. Like, feels like -38. Alright. Oh gosh. Oh, I got cold just thinking about that. Now I live not far from the US border, so -38 is not something that oft times happens here. But if you're up in northern Alberta or something like that, it's not a stranger. But that is cold. Get some protection for the wind for a second.
Can't feel my hands.
I can't feel my hands either. I'm just watching you, dude. More ketchup chips. Rifle round, not what I'm looking for. This feels like a risk just going out here, but what am I to do? I ran out of too many burnables in the cabin.
Wait. I'm so cold. I'm warming up again.
I'm gonna doubt this is gonna last very long, folks. It is cold. Alright, I gotta do something or this is gonna go poorly. Oh, sweet. Oh, that is good. Cedar is fantastic. I don't have any accelerant, so I got proving that I do. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. This has got to happen because it's cold out there.
That should help warm things up.
Yes, it should. Alright, hour and a half. Let's get some tea going. Which will make me sleepy, or at least rest well, but I need something warm in me like yesterday. Might as well get some water going while we're here, because that's gonna always be an issue. Even when you're set up, you're constantly having to make water just based on the amount that you drink. The the warmings are good. It just sounds terrible out there. It's not all that warm in here. That's the thing. Is like you can see that I have my wind protection, and I'm standing right beside a fire, which is giving +9, but it still feels like just 6 degrees, and that is not warm. I mean, it depends if you're coming out of winter. That's like hoodie weather, where you feel like you could wear shorts and run out. But when you're going into fall, 6 degrees feels like winter has come. Good news is my food situation, my water situation, my rest situation are just fine at this point. I mean, I'm not all that comfortable. I'm always comfortable with an MRE. That makes life a lot better. And apparently there's some kind of badge or something you can earn from eating ketchup chips, which I wish there was a badge in Canada for eating ketchup chips. That would be both detrimental and amazing. Right. Is there anything else I can fashion well? I need more cloth. I should have grabbed some more cloth, but I need... Oh, I need... Okay. A little more than a little. I'm gonna run out this fire completely. Up is expired. How's my... Okay, I'm gonna have some more tea. I don't want to walk out of here with warming up on. That's gonna be a lot better. 8 minutes. Once I get to full warmth, I'm gonna basically see if I can make it to one of those houses. Problem is the houses don't have internal stoves, as far as I recall, so funnily enough, the fishing cabins are usually a good bet. I don't have a hatchet, I can't get wood, so a snowstorm is not exactly what I was looking for at this point. I mean, it's not a blizzard, I'll take that, but it's still pretty cold out there. Almost full. I'm gonna take a torch just so I have some more light. And once I'm like full, we're away to the races. This. And I'm walking into the... That's... Go sideways. I'm gonna see if I can make it to those cabins over there without dying horribly. What are you looking at now? Feels like -35. It's warmed up 3 degrees, folks. 3 degrees. It's still just absolutely frigidly cold, like teeth chatteringly cold out there. Best thing to do in Canada, -35, stay inside. Best thing you can do. I mean, I've been ice skating, it's a pretty cold weather, but at least the skating warms you up, but I don't know about -35, that is cold. So we have 3 cabins up here. It looks like there's some stuff around them too. I mean, maybe my best bet is just to try and search them, break some stuff down, and get back to that fishing hut, because I'm already down a third, and I'm still being warmed, like... Absolute frigid cold. In my future once again. Couldn't even... Oh. Oh, beauty. Oh, goodness. Oh, that's the best. Yeah, buddy, I hear ya. Alright. See what we can find in here. Some clothing would be nice. Anything really. Lantern fuel, that's good. See, one of the things that bugs me about this
Hope I can
game
still eat
is
these.
you find a backpack, you can't take it with you. You got to make like the moose pack and all that business. You can't just take a backpack. You have to search the backpack and then leave it, which feels like you're just kind of leaving it like a sucker. But you know,
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
not terrible. And good. Let's get those mitts on. These are already wet. Corn. Oh, there's some water protection. Some interest. Oh, chest.
This'll come in handy.
Oh, stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Okay. Things are looking up. At least there's some clothes in here. It's getting kind of desperate without more warmth. Another thing that is just tough is walking in the wind. That is one of the most taxing experiences in this game is having to walk against the wind. Just because you just want to get there and you just can't. The detail stands to reason, though. I really appreciate the detail they've put in the game. It's very unique. I love that it's in Canada. I love that fact too. Very cool stuff.
I think I can use this.
Trash. Half hour, 40 fire. What's that? Okay. Last house, and then we try and go warm ourselves. Not to die. That's pretty much how things are. Thankfully, the houses are not too bad. The only problem is again, I said before, it's like they don't have stoves, so you have to go outside on these things to make a fire, and that is not useful when it's negative 35 out.
Can't feel my feet.
Old grows. This particular lantern, they're just running out of fuel. That is good. Books are amazing. Thank you very much, game. Well.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Wow, okay. Alright, now that I'm overburdened, or close to the top end of it, let's... Remember when I was saying hoping for the best? Sure. Right, so...
So cold.
I hear you, buddy.
Just want to lay down for a bit.
Don't lay down. Laying down is imminent death at this point. I mean, if you want to take a little nap, that's cool, but let's get a fire going before we start thinking about that business. I want to get all the way back to the camp office, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Guess we can try it. We can go in here and have a little bit of fire and a tea. Probably not a bad thing. Not mean to do that. That takes time, and that means cold. Cold means death.
Come on, come on.
I agree with this encouragement of the fire.
Fire's life out
Good
here.
name for a band, actually. So let's use the same wood. Let's get these pork and beef. Well, nobody lives forever. Good. I did not get sick. That is also good. I'd like to see if I can get back to the camp office without that wind is something. I mean, at least it's warm in here. Feels like 6 degrees. Overloaded. Expected. Water in me. Make some more water. Utilize this fire for something. I'm standing here staring at it. Windy. The visibility is good though. Not astronomically cold there. I am going through tea like no tomorrow, which I'm not a big fan of, but here we are. It's there. Looks like the wind has settled down, which is good. I'd like to get back and hack up that big branch. If I can do that, then we'll probably call it a day. I just need to get that branch and get back to the camp office, and we can pick it up next time. Fire to die out. I mean, it's the cold here is just debilitating. I'd not played on Interloper for any period of time. I've watched other people play it, and it's just brutal. And I guess fighting the cold, getting enough clothes, keeping your fires up, finding shelter, and relates well to actual survival. But the intensity in which you have to collect firewood and just keep yourself in places that is not absolutely bone-chillingly cold is pretty crazy. So I applaud people who have survived hundreds of days on Interloper, because man, that is an achievement. I've gotten quite a few days in on Voyager, which is not really that difficult once you get going. Once you get enough instruments and so on. You establish a place, you figure out, you get your hunting skill up, you know. You can take down deer and wolves, bears pretty, with I'm not going to say with ease, because I've been mauled by a bear more than once. But the ability to at least survive, have enough stuff, right? And it feels like so far here it's a scramble for just about everything. So I'm gonna try and get this cedar 5 in here. 1 hour, I'm gonna be cold. Yep, that's what I figured happens. So hypothermia risk already. It's a blizzard. Hey, buddy.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
I gotta get inside. But this is where we're gonna call it a day. We'll start off next time by warming up, using some of that firewood. Hopefully not dying is should be the name of the game sometime. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it, and I will talk to you
Freezing.
next time.